Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where it seems that a few jobs have been completed while we were away. Let us summon the War Council again. We technically still haven't figured out who caused the rift opening in the sky, despite the fact that we've received a letter. The Imperial... What is it called, actually? Let's take a look. It was the Black Imperium letter.
Spoken to you about my new recruits.
They are not your recruits, Commander.
Actually named Corypheus. The Inquisition needs bees. We have received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered. Of course. Quite disturbing. We have the jar of bees recipe. I'm trying to remember, like, there's a YouTube, like a couple of YouTube videos, about like a superhero who controls bees, but like every time he shows up, like he just shows up with bees, and nobody needs an excess of bees. Like there's like oh no, somebody has brought a bunch of bees to the office party. If only there was somebody who could do something about it. I know what this party needs. Even more bees. Oh no, with this excess of bees. Yeah, it's good stuff. Quality YouTube stuff. Secrets of Andraste. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the north coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope that we can narrow this down further. We got 50 gold. I feel like these reward amounts are pretty small. Okay, so we don't have enough power to meet with the Templars. I probably won't meet with the Templars anyway. I'll probably meet with the mages. Truth or dare? Diplomacy won the day. The clerics chosen to receive aid have been most appreciative and have successfully drowned out our detractors. This caused an internal struggle, clerics hiring thugs to kill other clerics. I was forced to intervene. Such despicable behavior for those who aspire to the sunburst throne. The mood in the Grand Cathedral is tense, but for now the Chantry can be counted our political ally. And we got plus 30... Do we have a meter to judge our... I can make no sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps she can advise. A letter from Sarah follows. For your big hats. Lord, whoever says you're rubbish, his servant don't care but could. Drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. The heraldry is of a minor house. Shall we instead see what the surprise might be? We require middlemen? Yeah, it's asking for Josephine. A scribble of heraldic symbols and directions are below. Also, Sarah's name 37 times.
Let us begin.
That is a lot of times to be writing your name on any document. I'll save this for Josephine later. And then I'll have... Actually, let's see what other missions are available. Or is that just the last one available? I know, there's also that, but we're not going to do that one yet. Okay, so let's have Leliana collect coin.
Let's see what we have.
And then let's actually see about scouting the Storm Coast. Sister Liliana, Lieutenant Harding led a small company of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that our party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Not now, actually. Let's, there's probably still stuff for us to do in the Hinterlands. Oh, there we go. There's our influence meter. Let's see. So we can go to the Hinterlands. There's also the Fallow Mine. We can meet with Iron Bull. Not a bad choice. Black Emporium. Let's go to the Hinterlands, and we will explore this area here real quick. Relatively quick. Dragon Age related quick. And we will bring with us, this time, Sarah, Cassandra, Vivian. And I'm going to try to do a good job, like, rotating between my squads of people to see if I can find like a better consistent group as I acquire more and more allies, because there's still like Iron Bull to collect. Blackwall, I think, is another character. There might be more than that. It's been a while. It has been like almost a full decade since I've played this game, so a lot of it is not particularly fresh, but I've said that before. Let us travel north and east. See what else we can find on our way through the Hinterlands. We are not traveling north and east. We're traveling north and west now. There is a compass on the map, or on the mini-map. We should use the compass. I mean, we might use that ram leather for something. Like, there's crafting to be had, although I don't know how much I'm going to really get into the crafting itself. Ooh, hold on. What is this question mark over there? Or, better yet, how do I get to it? This is... I doubt this is going to work. There we go. That did work. Elendra, I don't know how this will reach you, but with the last strength of my shaking hands, what else could I do but write to you? Whether it be the magic of this cursed breach or the Maker punishing me for abandoning my vows, the end is coming. The terrors are with me more often than not. I came up here to try to find some peace with these believers, but the platitudes they mouth are cold comfort. If my mind falls to demons or my own darkness, I fear that even a weakened Templar will cause too much harm. I took a draught of bitter herbs. It will be over soon. I wish my weakness had not stopped me from meeting you with your phylactery. I knew just where you were, but the madness of your side and mine was too great a gap. Maker save you, stay safe. You need no circle if you carry it with you, love. Matron. Phylactery is... So I already know what a phylactery is. So basically, when a mage enters a circle, a phylactery is a vial of the mage's blood. It is used to track mages. One of the first things that a mage does when they want to become an apostate is to try to destroy their phylactery, because it essentially enables themselves to be untracked. Whereas if their phylactery was available, Templars would be able to use their blood to find them. Like this game thinks I don't know what a phylactery is. I remember one or two things about the previous games. Only one or two, not anything more. There was only so much hard drive space in my brain to hold that. Although sometimes I feel like a Pokemon, in that, like, if I learn something new, I must immediately forget something I already knew in order to make space for it. I can only know 4 moves. Play video games. Write. Eat. Breathe. Seems like a good combo. Oh, hello. You'll never find me. Excellent. An old Dalish promise ring. When the Tevinter Imperium said that mages should rule over man, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. When the Circle said that mages should be allowed to consort with unholy spirits without care or consequence, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. Now the Lord Seeker tells us to withdraw to Val Royeaux. My brothers, I tell you we are the just, and we must rebel against this unrighteous decree. Our battle must continue until no mage draws breath. Cast aside these cowardly shackles and join us along the river off the West Road. Interesting how it specifies that this was written by a educated hand. This isn't the first Templar letter basically saying, mage is bad, we kill them. With the tag, like, this was written in an educated hand. It's not to say that people with educations are less prone to ignorance and bigotism. And maybe this is the opposite of that. This is more stating like, hey, like, these people are educated and they are still huge bigots. They are still terrible people. Also, everybody's got level ups to do. I have 0 points to spend. Sarah can use... Yeah, that seems good. Cassandra can... Was there something I was going for? Actually, that seems good. Let's do Shield Bash so we can move towards this last thing for Cassandra. And Vivian, I've been having do Spirit and Lightning to kind of differentiate her from Solus. And now we have the ability to bring people back from the dead, which is always convenient, especially with a game series that's more or less kind of gotten rid of, like, consumable health potions. I'm like they've really decreased. Like Dragon Age 1, I had like 90 or so health potions at the end of the game. Like I just kind of like blazed through them. Hello?
Are a disgrace to all of us. They hide in the hills while the rest of us suffer.
They're afraid.
Everyone's afraid.
My Lady Velina, I know you are frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the eye of the Maker. Finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Anai. She'll explain everything and we'll be together and happy waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Lord Barrand. What a moron. Hello? Random people in the woods? Alright, let's go close that rift. Like, in real life, if rifts started opening up into the sky, like, how many people would interpret that as a religious sign? How many people would say that that is a sign, for a message from God? Like, God is in the heavens, so he must want us to go up to the clouds and pass through this portal to we don't know where, but we're just going to assume it's a good thing. Let us disrupt this rift. Take that! What are you doing up there? What does he hope to accomplish up there? Alright, I guess I'll participate in this. Never mind, I probably don't even need to participate in this fight. You, sir. Oh, did that hit you instead? Excellent. Good enough. And a minor amount of influence. Let us save our game, as is our way. A diary has been found describing a man's troubling dreams and his plans to find peace in a cave in the hills. We will interrupt those plans by showing up and introducing ourselves to the man in the cave. I presume since it's in a cave, it's probably closer to that rather than these Templars over here. But let's go fight these Templars over here because we can. I'm in stealth. I'm very disappointed by my... Okay, you can go to sleep. Never mind. That took a long time to get around to. Oh, hold on. A disciple fire staff. Now, Vivian does need a new staff because I sold all of my staves. Like, I feel like I should just stop selling stuff and just hold on to everything forever. It's not like I've really spent much money anyway. Oh, look. It's a cave. Vivian? There we go. Good job. Let's save our game again before we confront this Ash warrior. Where did he go? He's over there. Excellent. Good job, us. There seems to be a lot of, like, small quests, a lot of small dungeons being attached to this. Ooh. Vivian? I knew that would be more powerful. Being attached to this larger overworld, which is an interesting choice. Though I feel like I haven't played through Witcher 3, but based on my knowledge of Witcher 3, Witcher 3 is a more ambitious take on this idea in which you have this large world to explore.
Red lyrium and a would-be miner, I believe.
While also having more involved quests, more involved storylines. Though, let's see, did Witcher 3 come out on the Xbox One, or like, it has been a little while since that game came out as well. One of these days, I'm gonna actually have to sit down and play through the Witcher series.
You must see the value in restoring the circles, Cassandra.
Provided they fulfill their purpose. Too many have suffered since the Mage Rebellion began. But we cannot ignore the abuses that prompted it. Without change, we risk repeating the events at Kirkwall.
Or recreating its opposite. An overly lenient circle is a comparable threat. Kirkwall was lamentable, but it was the blithe misuse of power, not restrictions, that led to the first blight.
All right, everybody have... No, do you need... Oh, she's busy. Ah, treasure! Actually, hold on. Is that amulet of willpower actually an amulet of willpower? Or, let's see. +2 willpower. All right. I actually don't know what willpower does in this game. I'm sure it's magic related. Ah, Dwarf Sun's Pass. Not related to Dwarf Father's Pass. No, don't.
Dead!
Seems that way. A Shadow Hunter's Bow. Sarah, can't... Sarah, can you use a Shadow Hunter's bow? And what accessories did I get? Enhanced payback. Like, I don't like the fact that I have to examine everything. Like, I can't just look at the item to see what it does. I have to bring up the item, then press examine to examine the item separately. Or if I'm already wearing something, like let's say I look at this bow or this stiletto, I need to examine it to see its special perks. Then I need to examine again to compare it to the weapon I have. Like, there are too many button presses to get to the knowledge you want. And I think that that's something to be argued, that I've heard as an argument in regards to good user interfaces versus bad user interfaces, is based entirely on the number of clicks a person has to make in order to reach their desired destination. And I feel like this inventory system definitely requires quite a few too many. The Shadow Hunter, I can't see. This is another example of why this inventory system or the user interface is not very good. If I look at the Shadow Hunter bow, I cannot immediately see that it is not equipable because the highlighted text is in black, whereas it is in white if it is equipable. But the red text disappears. It's just black now. But beside the point, why can't I equip it? I have to examine it again. Not Varric, rogue only. Level 7, Sarah is level 6, but it is better than what she has, so once she turns level 6, she will be utilizing it. Apparently there's a scout named Ritz. I hope he's not putting anything on. But hello. Take that. Oh, you're almost dead. Oh, excellent. I can now fulfill that requisition. I also feel like I'm not necessarily worrying that much in regards to strategy and tactics. There is going to be a point in the game where I will end up having fights in which I do have to worry about strategy and tactics. But for a lot of the time, like, it's not that necessary. Now, how do I get to... Hold on, actually. Let us take a look at this landmark instead. Can I climb this easily? Yes. Is this the way I was supposed to take? I have no idea. I'm sure there was another path the game developers were actually expecting me to take. Saga of Turda Brighteaxe of our mother, 4th stanza. Turda Brighteaxe, Thelm gold-handed, battle brought with blade and axe. Thelm in mail and shield of silver, shining sheen to turn attacks. Blade of dragonbone, now blooded, warrior throats wrung raw with cheers. Tyrda sterns, her bright axe blazing, legs still weeping battle tears. Bright the axe of leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Fire flames, as them gold-handed, honey-tongued repeats his lies. North to warmth and golden cities, whispers speak in dreamers' ears, silver-scorched the lyre flies, on ravens' beaks to dream unwaking. You know, the problem with getting a story out of order is I have no idea what the story is about anymore. It's about this woman who had a lover, and she led an army and then lost a war. You know, what the developers could have done is just, regardless of which statue you went to first, you'd always unlock them in order. Brother, I have fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists... I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, and I shall follow their example. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe and haven. If you can make it past the bandits and demons, join me at grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. Blimey. Blimey, look at the size of that rift in time and space. Actually, I have no idea where the rift is from this angle. Also, why can't... Like, is it just that far in the distance that I cannot see the rift anymore? Truly the mystery and magic of two notes played solemnly alongside each other. One note slightly longer than the other. Back and forth. Over and over again. To cover the silence. Ah, treasure! You have found a sigil. Sigils can be attached to armors and given special bonuses along with unique hindrances. I don't like unique hindrances. I like only bonuses. Only good things, no bad things. Zero bad things. Although that's the one, like, that's the gimmick of Rogue Legacy. Is that, like, your new character would always have, like, a random good thing and a random bad thing. But that randomness sometimes became a frustration to have to deal with. Oh. Level 12? Now that's the thing. The Hinterlands seems to be
Someone's calling.
I was going to say it's like an area with a wider array of levels.
If not for you, I'd be dead.
I am pretty awesome.
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
Nah, I don't need anything. You should probably report back. What are you even doing? Do you really need to scout out to the area? You're already in it. There's a very flexible dead person on the floor over here. Showing off their flexibility. Ooh. Shall we go close this rift? Might as well. We're here. Dwarf Sun's Pass again. Okay, yeah, so this is a level 8. Ooh. A Rage Demon. Oh yeah, I forgot I probably should disrupt this rift first. Might as well use my powers for something. Pause. Switch to you. Which button is dispel? Dispel is that one. Now, supposedly this can prevent people from coming in. So I'm going to try it. Ah, I think that actually worked. No. Okay, let's vanish again. Close the rifts. Excellent. Like, interesting how it tells me just how many rifts I need to close, but only in Dwarf Sun's Pass. Like, there are a whole bunch of rifts to close in the Hinterlands, but it, like, breaks it down into sub-regions for my convenience. Alright, what's next? Get the potion from the refugee's son. Might as well do that. We are here. We're in the area. Yep. So that ramp was too tall. It was holding me back. But I persevered. Is this a castle? I think it named the castle in the, as I was approaching it.
There are Inquisition soldiers even here.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I'm not certain.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected, stories of you mastering the rifts are just
Okay,
blind
there's a big difference
I
there.
can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
What does your cult believe?
This cult. What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
What happened? What? A ghost! And now I've almost forgotten the exact wording. The Chantry has... Oh, jeez. I forgot the exact phrasing she used that almost sounded like it was cut out of erotic Chantry fanfiction. The Chantry framed lies around the Maker's will. All right. Well, I've already closed other rifts. Oh.
Torn open the sky.
In times of danger, the simple-minded will cling to whatever superstition they can find, however stupid.
Hills and not much else.
Demons, I suppose.
My lady, your mother and sister must
We're good on that one.
greatly.
We only want to know about Turda, whatever her last name was.
Passing with the conclave.
All right, let's close this rift and make the cult realize that we're cool. You jerk. Take that. Sleep. All right. I did not realize you could just dispel people coming in through rifts. That is remarkably powerful. I'll have to keep that in mind. Like, I was just able to dispel, like, that entire wave.
I hear rumors about what caused the explosion that killed the Divine.
Anybody level up? No. Alright, let's save our game.
We need
Supposedly there's something over here. Don't mind me, I'm just looting this. Oh, I'm guessing I have to be upstairs.
Excuse me. While you were... Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
Bottle of Thetis, Vince 9 Rowan's Rose. Delicate to the nose, comfort to the tongue, and strangely, a half-remembered whisper to the ears. It is described as and inspires a wistful spirit. A vintner's opus.
Lady Velena should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Yeah, she's dead.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter... Velena is dead. But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
You failed her. Join the Inquisition.
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
Cassandra slightly improves. Ooh, I got an agent.
You close the rifts. You are truly the herald of Andraste.
Is she? What if...
Keep your faith. This is a sign that we are on the right course.
Oh, that just took a really long time for that quest to complete itself. Sister and I.
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted
You were a
How may I
fool.
serve you? Herald of Andraste.
Help the refugees. Spread the word to the... Help the refugees.
Have your people help the refugees.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here. The rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose. Remember that we serve.
Yes, sisters. Go do my bidding. I am your master. Did Sarah slightly approve or disapprove? I wasn't paying attention because I was doing a dumb Emperor Palpatine voice. Doesn't matter. We're not that worried about her approval. Because we're not planning to romance her this playthrough. Who are we going to romance? I don't know. I haven't decided. Honestly, considering the plot details I already know, I almost feel as though Solus would be the most interesting choice, only because of where the story goes. Though, considering the fact that Dragon Age Dreadwolf is expected to follow a different... Oh, it's an ocularium. A different protagonist. Like, will the choices that you make as the Inquisition, like, will you show up as the Inquisitor? The Grey Warden of Dragon Age 1 doesn't show up in Dragon Age 3, only through a letter. So they're on to their own thing. Was I supposed to do something with this? You know, I'm suddenly reminded of the video game Wet, which is a video game that most people are never reminded of at any point in time in their life. And I understand. It's not that great. Or good. It's solid. But I remember one of the things that they were really big on in the interviews leading up to its release was, like, the idea was that you'd always be shooting bad guys. Like, there would never be a point in time in which you were not shooting bad guys. And one of the things that they showed off was the fact that you, like, your character can, like, grip the sides of a ladder with her thighs and slide down the ladder with her thighs while shooting bad guys. Which nobody else has ever tried before. Really, everybody's missing out on possible ladder climbing animations. I feel like Platinum Games needs to be shown that particular animation. Queen Asha of Antiva. There are those who believe the tale that Antiva owes its independence to the looming threat of the... Oh my gosh, this is a lot.
Travel safely.
We're good. Thank you, Scholar. But, like, if you think about it, there are a lot of these spaces that almost act as dead material for video games, where you're just kind of separating areas, but there's no, like, actual gameplay involved. Like, Souls games actually do try a little bit. Because you can actually fight bad guys on a ladder, but it's very rare that that happens.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
Sure, I will. It's kind of like any time that you... But yeah, most of the time when you are tasked with climbing a ladder in a video game, that act has very little gameplay attached to it. Like, the only time, like, when you're climbing a ladder in the classic scene in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Like, there's a lot of style going on. Shall we fast travel, or shall we walk our way back up? Just in case the map shows us anything. There's a lot of style going on, with the theme song of Snake Eater playing in the background as you're climbing this enormously tall ladder. You know, I probably should play Snake Eater again, because it's been a while since I've played like any of those classic Metal Gear Solid games. And the third one is the one I feel like I should give another shot to. But yeah, like, it's one of those big famous scenes that I feel like is that clash of style, and like, why is this moment so big? Like any other developer. Alright, let's actually restore our health potions. Ooh, and actually, can we turn in the requisition?
Nothing to report, sir.
We cannot. Okay. Like any other developer would have just given you probably a really short ladder, and there would just be silence. But, like, leave it to Kojima to make a huge moment out of that. Out of what might seemingly be nothing to most others.
Ritz, where are you?
I rescued Ritz.
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
All right, let's go after this quest, and then let's go see about rescuing, or should I say recruiting, the Iron Bull. Or returning that ring to the Elven Widow. Hello, Widow Mora.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
Is this your husband's ring?
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
I mean, you're still alive. Okay, Cassandra and Sarah both slightly approve. Can I see what the characters, what they approve of me? Can I see their approval? This is a lot. This is more than I need to know. Inventory? No. This is the easiest way to actually see their level status, though. All right, what can we do next that we've, or should I say that we've already completed? Blackwall is over there. All right, let's go turn in these two quests, and then we might consider going over to Blackwall, since he just happens to be right over there.
Thank you.
But we also need to turn in the requisition.
Very well.
I don't know.
All right, what did this person need?
Do you have the potion?
Oh, yeah, the potion for his mom. Nope, aim. Can I... Or are you on the other side? No. Come, let me... Why is this so hard? Oh, finally.
Please, hurry.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Would that I could.
I appreciate that both Cassandra and Sarah are happy with my giving, although I want to say Vivian is, like, she is neutral. Like, she's more towards, like, everybody should be able to help themselves. I think. I could be horribly wrong. And then this person needs their lover's phylactery.
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the Templars. I will not fight them. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war. And the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
Were you hoping to join him in matrimony? Tell me of you and Matrin.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural
Enemies to lovers? Is this an enemies to lovers story?
Men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
Are you alone out here?
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
Why not join the Inquisition?
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Vivian?
The Inquisition is our chance to restore order, Enchanter. Without it, we'll be no better than apostates.
Madame Vivienne, court mage of the Empress of Orlais. I am honored. And if you back the Inquisition, so shall I. My skills are yours. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
All right, let's go to the Dusklight camp. I think that had a requisition table. Our forces are acquiring a growing number of captives. We need cages to properly house them and maintain order. Sounds very important.
This might interest you, sir.
All right.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Tapestry requisition? Where am I going to even get decorative gems? Can't you make the tapestry without the decorative gems? All right, let's travel to the upper lake. See if we can find Blackwall, who I don't necessarily remember as a character. I don't know if I actually used him that much. Same could be said for Iron Bull. I think I just had Cassandra run with me everywhere because I didn't necessarily need 2 warriors at any point. And I want to say both Blackwall and... Let's try that again, but this time we're going to pay attention to what direction we're heading. We're going to head south. Lake Luthieus. How do I... No. You mock me, fellow allies, with your climbing skills. Oh my gosh. And they're blocking me too. Although I suppose I could always just switch to that character, and then my character will join them. Okay, there's just no swimming. Good to know. Let's see, but in order to get to there, I probably need to... It would be nice to be able to see a body of water and know how deep it's going to be, so I know whether or not I can cross it, but that's okay. I can take the long road around.
They will make this a fight, not us.
Are you dialoguing or monologuing? Oh, nope, there they are.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not... How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come!
All right. Yeah, these guys didn't have much of a chance. Oh no, his conscripts.
Sorry, bastards.
Or the villains. Oh no, his conscripts are good.
Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves.
What kind of leader is he? You've won this sudden battle, this skirmish that happened out of nowhere. Now leave. You're good.
You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of Wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Is it killing bandits?
What's the Warden purpose got to do with throwing farmers at bandits?
This was different. I was in the area recruiting, fought some demons, then I heard about the stealing. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
Grey Wardens are so awesome. I'm a Grey Warden. That makes me awesome. Hold on. Is he just pretending to be a Grey Warden?
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Oh, you could see how binding my clever tongue can make things.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they disappeared to.
Why haven't you disappeared?
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
Inspiring but fruitless. No
It's been a
fruit is
pleasure,
involved.
Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
Sure, join the Inquisition.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This Warden walks with the Inquisition.
Yeah, let's bring him for a spell. What? Okay, he's a sworder and shielder. That's perfectly correct terms that normal people would use. I still haven't even unlocked this hunter mail. You gain levels very slowly in this game. And then his... Yeah, let's give him the better taunt. The other taunt. The war cry. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm that interested in a different type of warrior. Like, ultimately, the warrior still needs to be a tank. You can die pretending you learned back your soldier's honor, or you can do something with the skills that son of a bitch taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden, and it's not so bad. A little bit of smuggling, a little bit of extortion. You'll get used to it. Decorative gems. For our decorative gem collection. Alright, let's... Do we have enough time to worry about Iron Bull? Okay, I think everything west of here is probably too high of a level. Like, that's closer to level 12. So we won't worry about that for now. Yeah, I think let's just go back to Haven. Check on our power level, our Inquisition level, because we did earn another perk as the Inquisition. The friends, don't poke them. It's tempting, because what else can you do? But don't. It's still weird how this game gives you two separate loading screens. Like a loading screen with tips, then loads another loading screen with nothing. But yeah, we earned another Inquisition perk. So we should be able to use that on something. Like, I feel like the best choice would just first be to unlock as many dialogue options. But I don't know if we've actually encountered any dialogue options relevant to what we've already unlocked. Though that could simply be because, like, let's say the game unlocks, like, 1 or 2 dialogue options per thing you spend perks on. Like, you'd have to spend as much perks just on that first. Let's see, opens new dialogue related to history and the Chantry.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, sure, why not? And then... Good job. 96 gold. The papers we received from Sarah's friends document a lord's sabotage of a rival's marriage. Quite the scandalous affair, very useful in plying our influence. A letter addressed to Vivian lies opened on the table. My dearest Vivian, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justini is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape to this acquaintance immediately. Where did you even make up that story?
Let us begin.
Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know this sign? A triangle. Point down. 2 wavy lines run through it. A lookout spotted in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done, as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. What about a decoy outpost set up near a trade route and watched carefully? If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them.
what we have.
Not a bad move. Why is that busy? Is it because I have Blackwall in my party? Sister Liliana. The shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Although ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them for view. I've heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Hastily scrawled below. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? With our thanks to Our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly elven. I follow the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I've yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Yeah, let's quickly drop by this place. I assume this is going to be quickly. The lady herself says, hardly a Tethris, but generally arousing, if polished, curious. I want to know how arousing it was. How will I know how arousing it was for the lady?
Come to join us at the oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Valfremin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Okay, there's a lot to do here. So we are going to just save our game. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.